Welcome back to the only voice acting series where the script was emotionally unstable and the cast said, same.
If you came here for professionalism, that's adorable. What you'll get is swamp-born poetry with unpredictable accents and suspicious emotional depth.
We don't just voice characters, we summon them. Sometimes by name, sometimes by crying into the void and hoping a frog answers.
Chapter
Chapter
7.
7.
No
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 refunds,
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 no
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 regrets,
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 just
just weird
weird
magic,
magic
magic and
and throat
throat
noises.
noises. Chapter 7. The Return of Stillmourne. Subtitled, Where Grief Decides to Make a Dramatic Entrance. Again. Wreckage of memory and warning. The swamp didn't breathe, it inhaled that held breath tension of an unopened letter, an unsent apology, a confession stuck between teeth and tongue. A stillness so full it threatened to burst if someone dared to feel too loudly. Queen Velvet's porcelain death parade oozed from the shadows like shame dressed in designer vintage. Their masks gleamed, eyes hollow enough to make your therapist nervous. The swamp's usual chorus, frogs, cricket, the occasional melodramatic moth bubble, felt silent. Even the CareCats' tails drooped, their tummy symbols dimmed, not from fear, but something older, respect for ruin. The air was lavender heavy, the scent of buried diaries, perfumed guilt, and birthday cards that never got mailed. Grimlin, usually a feral shriek incarnate, just clutched her scream corner sign to her chest like a child hugging a security blanket made of sarcasm. This was not the quiet before a storm. This was the storm realizing it might cry tonight. The shrouded arrival. Then a step behind Velvet's shadow. She arrived. Stillmourne. Once she had been Ashenpur, the midnight lullaby, the quiet lap where grief curled up to nap and sobbed itself dry. Now, now she was mourning, given pause and polite postures, draped in black gauze so fine the swamp itself tripped over its roots trying to see more. Moss curled toward her hem as if to offer comfort, or maybe to tangle and hold her hair. Just one more night. She floated more than walked, a spectre pretending her claws still touched the ground. Her belly mark, once a flickering candle whispering hope inside a glass dome, was now a sealed crystal coffin. Inside, a moth, wings caught mid-prayer, too exhausted to dream of light. Mordecai's breath scraped his throat raw. Ashen? Stillmore's voice, soft as rotting velvet. That name is buried. Please don't dig it up. Somewhere behind the hush, a frog sobbed into its own reflection. fractures in the silence. Sassburn's tail ignited, just a flicker, enough to remind everyone that rage and heartbreak sometimes share a bed.
You left.
She rasped, not accusation, a funeral dressed in defiance. Stillmourne lowered her veil, just a fraction. Beneath, the eyes of a cathedral that lost its choir but kept its echo. I was tired of feeling like a funeral no one showed up to, she whispered. Each syllable smelled of old apologies and the kind of honesty that rusts steel hearts. The moth inside her coffin twitched. A single wing flexed against the glass. Porcelain's smugness incarnate purred.
She's so delightfully manageable now. Predictable. Neat. No more surprises to upset your swampy illusions of progress.
Behind her, Pretensia, our precipice with a voice like poisoned sugar, tittered.
Isn't this what you all wanted? Less mess, less meltdown, more polite breakdowns behind quiet cattails?
A silence bloomed so wide, even the swamp gossiped about it. Roots of defiance. Gloomper stepped forward, delicate, tragic, unstoppable as ivy through stone.
You never taught us to bury grief, Ashen. You taught us to cradle it, to sing lullabies to its teeth until it purrs.
Stillmore's paw lifted, paused midair as if she'd forgotten how to reach. Her veil fluttered with her shallow breath. Behind it, her eyes trembled like dusk trying to remember dawn. Around her, sadness flowers leaned closer. One dropped a petal directly into a puddle, a tiny splash of permission. Awakening beneath the veil. Inside her glass coffin, the moth stirred, slow, testing its fragile prison. Stillmourne felt it all at once, and not at all. Cradle songs left unsung, laughter swallowed back to avoid scaring the fragile. Grief wrapped in pretty bows, hidden behind polite nods. A fine crack slithered across the coffin. The moth flapped once, twice. From somewhere inside Stillmourne's chest, an echo. It's never the grief that kills you. It's pretending it shouldn't exist. The swamp agreed, humming low like a mother promising to stay until you're asleep. Even Grimlin, clutching her scream corner sign, sniffed. Release it, girl! Scream it! Shiny! Stillmourne's veil lifted fully. Her eyes glowed, ruin kissed with resolve. And then a chuckle, small, broken, but real. Apparently, even grief knows how to make an entrance. With that touch of glitter, she murmured.
If this episode made you feel things, good. That means the swamp has accepted you, or is preparing to devour you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, or the glitter bat will show up at 3 a.m. to whisper your unresolved trauma back to you in song.
You're not alone in the chaos. We're here too, covered in glitter, screaming softly, but making art anyway.
Until next time, stay
stay weird,
weird, stay loud,
and
and hydrate
hydrate
emotionally.
emotionally.